Hey, what's going on, guys? Bot Mentality here, and today I want to bring you some technical analysis on the ES and the VIX. And also we'll go through tech as well. So we had some interesting developments today. Pretty much, I'll zoom out here on the ES on the daily. As you know, monthly trend is uptrending. Daily, we've been seeing some serious chop. Definitely going sideways since November. Um, as far as right now, what is the significant macro change? Okay. When we zoom in here, you can just see we've been stuck. Let me remove this alert. We've been stuck between that 4,700 and this, let's just say 4,500, right? 4,520. We're trading between there. We've seen a lot of technical supply at the top of that range and technical demand towards the bottom of that range. This was a nice higher low. This is the low we broke today. The reason why that's significant is because the next reference is going to be 4,520 and then 4,500, right? We had a significant rejection on the bounce here. Look at this massive lower wick on the soak we had last week. Soaked, moved to the upside. It looked like we had every reason to be bullish. I posted about if we got over 47.50, it's likely we go ahead and break through new all-time highs. We rejected that. Quick rollover, soaked it again, quickly broke those lows, and now we're back toward the bottom of the channel. So what does this look like? From a macro perspective, if you're zooming out here, if we break this 4,500, the next significant demand is 4,300. Whether we get there or not, who knows? But we know the next significant demand is going to be 4,300. It's possible we test that 4,500 tomorrow, or let's just say this week, if we do not quickly reclaim 4,600 to move back to the upside. The issue is the bulls are losing room to defend. As you can see, we're so close to this previous pivot on the 4,500, 4,520. We already broke this previous low. The bulls don't have a lot of room to work with here before we end up breaking this previous demand and then moving lower, right? They don't have much room to work with. We're so close to the bottom of the channel. So the issue with getting long now, if you're getting long now looking for the oversold bounce, technically, yes, you could say, in shorter time frames we're oversold. But as you've seen here on the RSI, we're at 34. We've been more oversold, right? We could sell more. And if we sell more, we're going to be violating this demand zone if we get that break below. So it's a little bit risky, especially given the another stuff here. As soon as it was looking bullish, looking over here at the VIX, you'll see here on the hourly, we're moving up for that ABCD breakout idea. Basically, the VIX is up, okay? We're over 20. As you know, over 20, we can get some significant moves. We're perfectly poised in terms of the fear and the sentiment to where if we do break down below this 45.50, we could see VIX open up at 26, no doubt, especially if we slam it at 4,500. So that's just something you have to keep in mind. Another issue is that if you go and look at the NQ, you'll notice that a lot of this chart correlates with a lot of different beta names. We are just sitting just on demand, okay, with the NQ. See right here, we snapped that, 15, let's just say 15,100. This thing snaps, we're going to 14.5. And that's what everybody's looking at. Zoom out on the daily. This previous pivot here is the next leg down. So we have a lot of room on tech to break down as well. I'll just jump over to the individual charts here. Apple approaching that demand. We break that. 165 and what? 157 come up next. Jump over here to Tesla. Tesla was one of the more bullish names. My understanding is it held fairly well. Yeah, so Tesla has room before it gets back to these prior lows, right? But doesn't mean it can't do it. Look at that long upper wick. We stuffed the price action. We're setting up to confirm below 1013 if the ES rolls over. Let's look at Amazon. Look at Amazon. We're coming right up on this low, this 3130 area. We break that, we can go to 3,000. Okay, let's look at Nvidia. Semis were stronger, but now, look at this. Nvidia setting up ready to confirm below this, last lower pivot here. So we confirm below that. Where are we going? 250, 240. Macro demand at 230. That's kind of the issue, guys. You see that the consistency with the beta is all of them are near their downside channels, ready to confirm. AMD has a little bit of room. Let me zoom in correctly here. AMD has a little bit of room before it gets back to 125, but still, if you zoom in a little bit more, it's right on 130, set to confirm down. If the bulls don't hold these lows of the overnight session so far, this 45.60 area, and we end up rolling lower, chances are we get that confirmation pre-market on beta to the downside. If we're able to hold here, bounce, open up 4,600 area, the bulls, of course, will we'll hold the lows, and we'll probably see a little bounce up, but still, we're just gapping up into supply. So the sentiment right now, short term, it does look pretty bearish. There's no confirmation yet for the bulls. If you're getting long here now in the futures market, you're essentially just betting on the oversold bounce without confirmation. We do not have any significant confirmation yet. During this current future session, I mean, we have 3 pivots here off the 45.60, which is good. We're trying to go green, but who knows if this holds to the morning. So short term is looking pretty bearish for the most part. Medium term to long term, I mean, just zoom out. Like we've been sideways here for the past 2 months. So until that breaks, we can resume trend. The bigger picture is bullish, of course. So it's kind of a bit of a toss-up. Do you want to go ahead and get short now and risk the soak, or get long now and risk the breakdown? You know what I mean? So that's pretty much what we've got. And those are my thoughts on ES. Those are the technical levels to keep an eye on. If you're interested in joining the chat room, there's information in the description box below. Also for my mentorship program, if you need a little bit of one-on-one coaching in order to help you get caught up here on technical analysis and trading sentiment. And that's all I got. So continue to stay focused and developing that bot mentality, which is that trading mentality where you learn to develop your emotions so you can trade like a machine, guys. I'm out of here. Deuces.